My phone screen glowed in the dark kitchen. The balance stared back at me. 0, 0. 10 years of savings, gone in seconds. Behind me, laughter echoed from the living room. My brother-in-law leaned back in his chair, smug, swirling whiskey in his glass. "We needed it more than you," he said. "Don't act like you didn't see it coming." His wife, my sister, looked away, ashamed but silent. I trembled, my fingers tightening on the strap of my bag. My pulse slowed, sharp, deliberate. "Then you won't mind what's coming next," I whispered. They laughed. But the laugh was cut short when a loud bang shook the house. The front door flew open, and everything shifted. I should have known it was coming. Family reunions had always been theater. My parents fawning over my sister, bragging about her mediocrity like it was brilliance. Me, the quiet one, the worker, the dependable background character. "Your sister has a new car," Mom would beam. "Your sister's husband just got promoted," Dad would add. When it came to me, silence. At best, a polite nod. At worst, "Well, you're doing fine, right?" I told myself it didn't matter, that I was building something bigger, steadier. But they weren't blind. They saw the steady promotions, the careful investments, the way my bank account swelled while theirs shrank. And instead of pride, it bred envy. The betrayal didn't hit me all at once. It started with small loans that were never paid back. My debit card missing for a day after a family visit. My sister brushing it off with a laugh. "You're the successful one, you won't even notice." But I noticed. And when I saw my father's signature on a joint access form I never signed, I understood. This wasn't an accident. It was coordinated. They drained me, my own family, and they expected me to swallow it. I didn't rage. I didn't beg. I planned. For months, I moved in silence. Every account rerouted, every asset transferred to trusts they couldn't touch. I set traps, legal ones, every transaction traced, every signature verified, enough evidence to bury them if I chose. And then I waited. I waited until tonight, until they thought they had won, sitting fat and satisfied in their laughter while my account sat empty. That was the night I chose to end it. The bang that shook the house wasn't my anger. It was calculated timing. The sheriff stepped inside, followed by 2 officers, papers in hand, badges gleaming. "Court order," he announced. "We need to speak to—" His eyes scanned the room, landing on my brother-in-law. "You." The laughter died instantly. "What the hell is this?" my father snapped, standing. I stayed seated, my hands folded neatly on the table. "Identity theft, fraud, misappropriation of funds." My brother-in-law went pale. My sister's wineglass slipped from her hand, shattering across the floor. The sheriff dropped the file onto the table with a heavy thud. My statements, their signatures, bank records lined up like dominoes. Every piece of evidence tied neatly together. By me. They turned on me, wild-eyed. You did this?" my sister hissed. "No," I said softly. "You did this. I just made sure the right people knew." The officers cuffed my brother-in-law as he sputtered excuses. My parents shouted, demanding explanations. But the sheriff's voice drowned them out. "You're looking at felony charges. Federal time." The color drained from his face. My sister lunged at me, but my father pulled her back. For the first time, the house was silent. They thought I was powerless. They thought I'd kneel. But I had spent years letting them underestimate me, smiling while they mocked, nodding while they stole. And now, while their world collapsed, I rose. By the end of that week, my brother-in-law was indicted. My sister's name dragged through every headline. My parents, once so smug, suddenly silent when neighbors asked questions they couldn't answer. The money? Already safe, untouchable. I hadn't lost a dime. The account they drained? A decoy, a fraction, a test they failed spectacularly. I still remember the look on their faces as the door slammed shut behind the sheriff. The disbelief, the fear, the sudden realization that the quiet one had been the sharpest blade all along. And me? I didn't smile, didn't gloat. I just stood, adjusted my bag, and walked out. Because revenge isn't about shouting. It's about silence. The kind of silence that follows a bang. The kind that leaves them wondering, long after the cuffs click shut, how you saw it all coming.